Coach Hannah from Delaware State University in Dover, Delaware, and I'm heading into my fourth year as head coach here. Last year was a great year for DSU. We actually secured the first ever win for the program. So we opened up our season just at a local sprint against a few other, I think 4 other teams met us there to race. And we got the top spot on the podium. Even though it was a little race, it was a big deal. We loved it. The girls had fun. And then we really just had a strong season. Everyone kind of improved and built on their own performances from previous years. We were happy with our nationals performance this year. So I think the goals just build from there. There doesn't feel like unfinished business. It feels like we set the stage to keep growing. Our team has been very busy this summer in triathlon and out of triathlon. We have an athlete heading to the Pan American Games this month. She's very excited for that. On the non-triathlon side, we have an athlete who had the opportunity to take a really cool internship in Washington, D.C. So she has been very busy working this summer and hopefully training as well. But outside of that, we've had girls traveling all over the world, like just enjoying time with their families, going to places I've never been, and just enjoying being young. This season will be different because it's a different group of girls. We had the first graduating class of DSU Triathlon this year, so very bittersweet sending off our seniors for the first time, and we will certainly miss them this fall, but we are bringing in some freshmen who we're excited to get to know, to see how they contribute to the team, and just really see how the new dynamic works, like how the girls mesh and support each other. And so the goal this year is to build on last year, carry forward that momentum, continue to grow and get stronger as a team, individually as athletes, and just progress hopefully year over year. So we are going to kick off our season with Patriots Triathlon again this year, which is a local sprint non-draft. It's the one that we won last year, so we are hoping to make that a tradition, but we are racing against some different teams. There's some new programs coming on this year. LaSalle is going to come, and we're going to kind of size up some competition at our season opener, so I'm very excited for that. Our team always races well at the Duquesne Invitational, so we'll be headed there as well. And as a collegiate cup, that's a strong opportunity for us to secure some good rankings before regionals. We are going back to Robious Landing, which last year got turned into a duathlon. So mostly we're hoping that there is a swim this year. And then we will be at the East Regional at Lake Norman. We have a few incoming freshmen this year. So we have an athlete named Rebecca Jansen coming in from Aruba. She's going to be representing Aruba at the Pan American Games in a few weeks. So she'll be joining us as soon as that wraps up. We'll be cheering for her the whole time. And she's going to bring a ton of talent and experience to our team. We have an athlete named Galia joining us from Mexico. And then we actually have an athlete who is starting with us in January. Her name's Akami. She's coming from Costa Rica. And so they don't graduate until December, so it's a little different schedule, but those will be our 3 freshmen this year. I think it's hard to predict who is going to impact our team's performance the most this season. I just never want to count anyone out. I really believe in the talent and the work ethic of every girl on our team. So I think trying to say who's going to have the biggest impact to me feels like saying someone else is not going to have an impact. So I'd rather say I think every girl on our team is going to be better, faster, and stronger than she was last year. And I think that will just build our team as a whole. So in 4 years here at Delaware State, I think the biggest area of growth that we have seen is in our team culture. It was kind of a hectic, chaotic time when I first took over. It was very short notice. So that first season was kind of just about getting through, right? Like doing what we need to do for sports sponsorship to help the athletes grow. But then when we had time to take a breath and kind of look at the big picture of where is the team and where do we want to take it, the focus turned internally towards building a team culture that we're proud of and building relationships among team members so that everyone is supporting each other and being each other's biggest cheerleaders. And it has made it more enjoyable for everyone, for me as a coach and for the athletes to feel like everyone is genuinely friends and wants the best for each other. Seeing that team culture come around has been very, very important and very, very rewarding for all of us. We just had the first graduating class of DSU Triathlon, so we sent two of our team members out into the world. One of them is actually moving to Africa this month. She is doing a 2-year contract with the Peace Corps. She was a public health major and has gotten this cool opportunity to take it all the way to Africa. And then our other graduated senior moved back home to Florida and got her dream job in nursing. She's an RN, she's working in a hospital with the long-term goal of being a labor and delivery nurse, which was it was very special. The day she came back from clinicals, she got to practice and she was like, I know what I want to do. I want to be a labor and delivery nurse. And everyone on the team was like, that's perfect for you. That's exactly what we see you doing. And then it was kind of cool. She actually helped one of my friends deliver her first baby. Like just happened to be on a clinical rotation at the hospital where my friend was in labor and she also, my friend was like, that's the perfect job for her. She did great. And I'm excited to see where this year's graduates go as well. Ava Larkin is the senior this year, and she has always managed to find the coolest opportunities through Dell State. She's done the Goldman Sachs program where she earned a grant for DSU and has done so many cool things through her college career that I know when she graduates, she'll do something special. This is a critical year for NCAA Triathlon. We have 40 teams competing this fall. We need all 40 to meet sports sponsorship so that we can go from emerging sports status to championship status. So, what I really hope to see from triathlon this year is solidarity, is teams supporting each other, is coaches helping each other. I think as a college triathlon coach, you can feel really isolated and it feels like no one really understands the challenges you're going through because there are only 39 other people in the country who have my same job. So, what we need is for coaches to be there for each other, even from afar, to help each other, even when we're overwhelmed with our own workload and our own team, reaching out to new coaches, to younger coaches, to new programs, and just finding out what they need and how we can help them. I think that's something that we try to do within the coaches community, but that we can do better. And I really think that that's the piece that will make the biggest impact as we try to achieve championship status. And I remember my first season just kind of feeling like I was drowning all the time. My job was just trying to keep my head above water to get through that first season. And at nationals at Arizona State, had my team at the pool getting ready one day, and Cliff English came over and said, "What do you need?" I was like, "Right now or in general?" And he made time to set up phone calls with me and mentor me as a coach, help me with figuring out, training structure, figuring out my recruiting strategy. And so it just has made me think about all the times that I feel overwhelmed and don't go out of my way to help other coaches. If the coaches at the top level are making time to help new coaches, then I certainly can too. I think that's what I hope to see the most this fall is more of that. Being an HBCU in college triathlon right now is a unique opportunity. Certainly, being an HBCU also brings some unique challenges. I do feel a responsibility and a desire to help increase diversity in triathlon. It's not the most diverse sport, if you haven't noticed. So we are trying to contribute to that and just get it out there. Even just on our own campus, the number of student athletes who had never heard of a triathlon, who don't know what a triathlon entails. being visible on our campus and educating people on triathlon is huge. And then we try to be trailblazers for other HBCUs. We want to set the example of how to be a successful team in the classroom and out competing in triathlon, meeting sports sponsorship. We try to mentor other HBCUs as they come on and try to help them, navigate what it looks like, what races they need to get to, how we recruit a little bit differently as an HBCU. Um, and so we kind of take that responsibility very seriously that we want to be a model for other HBCUs.